and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Liana, and if you are returning, welcome back. In this video, I show you how I get my hair this wavy texture. This is not my natural hair. My hair is naturally straight, but you know, you always want what you don't have. So I love having my hair be wavy and have it curly and textured and voluminous because it's everything that I don't have in my natural hair. So in this video, I show you how I get my hair like this using braids. So it is heatless and it's kind of like a twofer because you have braids one day, you can go out, be about your business, whatever, sleep on them overnight, wake up the next day and have this. So one moment of braiding hair and you have 2 days worth of hairstyles. So I love doing this. It's super easy, super simple. I only use 3 products and I'll show you those once we get into the video. And it takes pretty much like no time at all. The only time it really takes is with the braiding, but as you get more practice in braiding your own hair, it'll get faster. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I did record it somewhat as a follow-through video, so I do go kind of with the maneuvers that I use to braid my hair. I try to give some instruction as I do it, so I hope you can follow along. If not, you know, you can always rewind back and just try and do it as the same pace as me. But yes, I did try and record this as a follow-through, so I hope you guys enjoy it and I hope that you have some amazing results. And let's get into the video. So I took a shower a little while ago, put my hair in my turby twist just so that it's not soaking wet. You kind of want your hair not soaking wet but not completely dry, so kind of like damp. If it does get too dry, then wet it, but if it's too dry, then it'll just be like dripping on you. So I do 2 braids, 2 like French braids, and just have it, I sleep with it overnight. It's super comfortable to sleep in. So I'll show you what the products are that I like to use and let's get into it. So for this, you are just going to need this is like a teasing comb, but I use it for the rat tail end so that I can part my hair. And then the hair products that I like to use in my hair before I get started braiding, I like to put the Garnier Fructis Curl Shape Gel Spray. And this gives my hair some hold, but it doesn't make it crunchy when I take it out, if that makes sense. After I have my braids done, to give some more hold and some more definition, I use the Garnier Fructis Full Control Hairspray. Sometimes I do like to actually go in with gel that, you know, you squeeze out and put in your hair, but I am really just preferring this spray gel because it gives more of a natural textured finish than like styled, you know, so you can kind of play it off like this is your hair, but it's not. Okay, so I just like to fluff my hair out a little bit. Okay, alright, I do have my mirror over here just to help me out a little bit. So I'm going to take my comb and do a part in the middle. The part really doesn't make a difference. If you're going to do this, like the braids, a day before and you're actually going to be needing to go out, then maybe you'd want your part to be a lot straighter. But if you are literally just going to sleep, kind of the more like unstraight and like tousled the part, the more natural the part will look when you let out the braids too, unless you kind of like really zhuzh it out the next day. You can definitely do more braids if you want to. If you want to do like 4, you can. To me, 2 works great for me. It's just more manageable to get done. It's quicker. It would help if I had scrunchies. Okay, so the scrunchies I use are the same scrunchies that I use for my ponytails. So I'm just gonna need 2 of those. So let's just make our part. Take the one side and just get it out of the way for now. So I just like to go through my hair just to separate it, because sometimes when it's wet it can cling to each other, and then it can be a little bit harder to pull in sections because you're kind of pulling in bigger clumps of hair. So I'm going to go with the spray. So I like to have my braids closer to the part just so that the waves can start more at the root. So I just grab a little triangle section, nothing too big, right here, and I will separate that into 3 strands. Okay, so I take the middle, bring it over the right, then the new middle I bring over the left. When I'm going to restart that with the middle going over the right, I add some hair to that right piece, and then I bring the middle over. Same thing with the left. Before I bring the middle over, I grab a little piece of hair to the left. And that is what you continue all the way down. The smaller the sections of hair that you pull, the more defined your waves will be, because you'll have less hair in each wave, so it'll be more defined. And also the tighter that you make your braid, the more defined your wave will be. So if you want, you know, very distinct waves, then make it tighter. If you want them more of like loose beachy waves, then definitely do looser braids. That's fine. And this definitely does take practice if you're not used to braiding on your own hair. So even if you have someone who can braid, when I get to my ears, I always take my glasses off just so I don't miss any of the hair that's here. If you can't braid your hair yourself and you have someone who can braid your hair for you, definitely ask them to do that until like you get comfortable enough with braiding your own hair. For the longest time, my mom would braid my hair, or my brother would braid my hair when I was younger. And then it just got to a point where I was like, I should really learn how to braid my hair. And it was not pretty at first. It was not. It looked like a dang mess, to be honest. So, but now, and it's easy. Like, even if I don't have a mirror, I can braid my hair. And a lot of the time when I'm doing these, once I get to the bottom, like here, I'm done pulling in here, I just bring it in front of me, so then it's easier to continue the braid down since my hair is pretty long. And this is what I do, and I just try and braid it as low as I can. I do have layers in my hair, so it can be a little difficult to braid completely down all my hair without having so much hair coming out. And you can also use smaller scrunchies if you want to, especially if this is going to be like a hairstyle you're going to be going out with. If you don't like the more bulky, chunkier scrunchies showing, then you can get like the clear ones from like CVS, Walmart, any place really has them. And one braid is done. Set that one to the side, and we'll go on the other side. And I braid it the exact same way, literally the exact same order of strands and everything. I tried to do it to the opposite. Instead of starting with the middle going over the right, I tried starting with the middle going over the left, since this was the other side. Did not work for me. So do what works for you. Do what is comfortable for you that you can do. And like I said, yes, it's gonna take time, it's gonna take some practice. It might even take you longer than it's taken me to do my hair, just like this one braid, but that's fine. Just keep trying. So we'll go in with the little section, separate it into 3, take the middle over the right, then the new middle over the left. Before we grab the middle to go over the right, we're going to pull in some hair. Grab the middle, grab some hair, put the middle over the left. And we're going to continue our way down. See, and sometimes I mess up too. So we're going to start this over. And I do prefer doing the braids over, even like I've seen like the TikTok trend where you put your hair and wrap it around like the waistband part of a robe, which the results of that are really nice. Even I've done wrapping my hair around like a headband and sleeping like it in that, and that's pretty comfortable to sleep in. I just like the braids because it's literally a hairstyle one day. Like this, I can just wear it, go out. And then also when I take it out, it's a nice hairstyle too, where like the other ones are only really good or meant to sleep in than like to be out like that. But whatever floats your boat. I've gone out with my hair in buns, looking type crazy. And bring it forward to do the rest. And you can see they're not exactly the same. Like this side, I don't know, always comes out a little bit looser or a little bit more like fluffed out than this side. I can always make this a little bit tighter, but that is fine. Not a big deal to me. So I have the 2 braids, and then I'll go in with the hairspray. Okay, and there we go. And then when I take my hair out, I'll show you the other products that I like to use just so that the hair looks more tousled and more natural looking. So I'm going to just chill out like this for the rest of the day, go to sleep. I'll show you how it looks when I wake up tomorrow and I take it out. So it is the next day. I slept in my braids and I changed from one comfy shirt to another. But yeah, so this is how they dried. As you can see, like while you sleep they do get a little bit messed up, but that's all good. So when I take out my braids, I still use the same products that I used in my braid, in braiding my hair, to style if I need some extra hold or anything like that. Especially like when it comes to the ends. Sometimes the ends, depending on how like the pieces are pulled in, I might have a longer end piece, so then I kind of have to go in and scrunch that so it's not like wavy and then straight and it's as obvious that this is braided and not my natural hair. And then for the roots and some volume and some extra texture, because my hair is straight, so sometimes the style can go away over time, I use the Not Your Mother's Beach Babe Texturizing Dry Shampoo. And this is what it looks like. It's a pretty big bottle. It does last a really long time. And I get the toasted coconut. It smells so good. And I've noticed with this one, this does come out in white, but it does not leave like a residue in my hair where it's obvious that you can see that I have dry shampoo in my hair, because I have tried some other ones and they leave like a white cast, which doesn't look good, but this one I strongly recommend. So let's get started. We're gonna take out each side and then fluff it out and add extra product and the texturizing spray where needed, okay? So this is one side, and not gonna lie, taking out your braids is so satisfying. So we're gonna go with the other side. Okay, so this is what it looks like when I take it out. Okay, so very wavy and defined the way that I like it. So this does not look very natural in my eyes. So I'm going to fluff out my hair. So I run my fingers through the roots so that I can, because the hair has been laying flat for the past however many hours you've been having them in. So just fluff out the roots, and you're also shaking out the rest of your hair so that they're not so clumped together, the pieces that you pull together. Make sure to zhuzh the middle part. And this is what we get, which looks like super natural. Looks like my mom gave me this, but she didn't. So yes, so this is how it looks. So since I had it parted in the middle and I do my braids as close to that part, when I part my hair naturally to the side, I get some more volume here because the braids already had started, like the first wave is right here. So I get some more zoom, and the same thing with the other side. Oh, I get some volume right there. If you want to keep the middle part, totally up to you, it's all preference. So let me see how the ends look. So the ends aren't that bad because especially if you have like layers like me, it kind of can get lost within the waves. I mean, there are some strands here that you can see are straight. So what I'm going to do, just gonna take some of the spray gel and put it in my hand, mix it up, and then scrunch the ends of my hair. And I'm gonna go through and do all the ends of my hair so that it's not obvious to one section. So it kind of draws less attention to where I actually, so that it draws less attention to where I actually put in the effort for the hair to be straight. Get the other side. So this is what it looks like. You can see, you can't really tell the difference with the ends now, which is what you want. And then sometimes I like that even more volume up at the root, just because I don't normally have that with my hair, with my straight hair. My hair just lays. So when I have my hair, you know, wavy and voluminous, like I want all the volume that I don't have with my natural hair. So I just go through. I mean, this isn't going to give you like crazy waves, or crazy volume. It's going to give you a very natural like oomph. So I like to just go around. I like to part my hair in random places, spray at the root, and then rub it in. And you can see that fluffed it out already. Same thing here. See? So this side has the texturizing spray in it, and it's been zhuzhed and rubbed in, and you can see the subtle difference between the side that doesn't have it. I'll even do the root. And I try to make it as even as possible on both sides. We don't want no lopsided head. And then I also like to do the crown of my head. So there we go. If I need some extra holds here and there, I'll use the spray. I don't like to use too much of the spray when my hair is dry because then it can get kind of crispy. So I do use a very light hand with this once my hair is dry. So I try to put a good amount when my hair is in the braids, because after taking the braids out and fluffing and all that stuff, any sort of crunchy hold that I had on has kind of been worked out already. If I just need to, you know, define some more waves, I'll use some of the gel in my hand and scrunch. But that's pretty much it. Yes, so this is how it looks. And we are good to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a like, definitely subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.